Going on, y'all? I was in the middle of a mix, man. I had another another little tool that I just learned recently that I wanted to share with you guys, man. It's EQ on your reverb, but this is like next level EQ on your reverb, right? So I wanted to show you guys how to actually hear the reverb, by itself without listening to it with, vocals or any instruments or anything you have like that. Just hearing the reverb itself so you can, effectively EQ it, right? So right now what we have here is a song I've been working on. As you see, I have everything muted and I have my reverb set up on a send. I'm using Reverb, something new I'm trying out. And I do have my reverb space here, but I need to go in and EQ the reverb to just get it in pocket and to make sure that my vocals cut through the reverb. So what I did was once again muted everything and I came over here to this reverb send and I hit pre-fader. When you hit pre-fader and bring it all the way to 0, you'll be able to hear the actual reverb without the vocals. That's why I got, everything muted here. So I'm gonna hit play and let's actually listen to just the reverb. So this too, you hear you hear the actual reverb. So what we're gonna do is I'm about to go in and sweep for frequencies that I don't like, and I'm gonna duck them negative zero point 0.5 dBs. Not too much because you don't want to take too much of the dynamics out of the vocal and out of the reverb. And let's just see how that sounds. We can play around a little bit. Hey, so what I'm doing is I'm just sweeping all of the bands. Just sweeping all of the bands like low filter, for the low end, sweeping, hearing where it's bassy and where it's doing too much. And I'm gonna duck it, and then same thing, we're just gonna go all the way through it. So let's get it. Hey, this is something so funny, right? I've done this a good 10 plus times, and every time I do it, it don't matter where I'm sweeping. If I'm sweeping just the regular vocals for EQ or I'm EQing normally, 47.9 on the low filter, always, it's like I'm always choosing that. So we're gonna duck this. Let's keep it moving. That shit, this frequency right here, that shit sounds terrible. I know that my computer is goddamn The fan is on, so I hope you guys can still hear me. But that frequency right there, that shit sounds horrible. All right, so I went in and did the EQ cut down just to make room for the vocals. Let's hear how the reverb sounds. I'm gonna toggle this EQ on and off for the reverb, and let's just hear how it sounds. This is with it off. With it on. Off. On. So what I hear is like a major difference in, clarity. Um, it sounds cleaner. It sounds refreshed a little bit. It sounds, a little bit more saturated. It sounds a little bit more animated. Um, but yeah, that's how I go about, EQing the actual reverb, the reverb. You want to be able to actually hear the reverb, not, just throw some shit on and say it's good. But yeah, EQ on your reverb, man. Make sure y'all hit y'all pre-faders to make sure that you guys are hearing the reverb the way that you want to hear it, and let's go from there. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do real quick. Let's actually hear it. Let's actually listen to it.